Hi, this is Dan. Welcome to my Duskers Daily Challenge for the 14th of June 2018. Yeah, yesterday was that big-ass barge A, which I actually quite enjoyed. We had stealth, we had 3 leapers scattered around, but it was unknown infestation types that added some sort of pleasing uncertainty. And there was a hell of a lot of swag on it, too. And yeah, everybody got max scores. Sorry, jury. That 80-point HP difference sucks. But, yeah, it was a hard one to fuck up, honestly. And also last night I finished up my weekly challenge with a score that I'm very, very pleased with. Weekly was fun this week. It exceedingly nasty galaxy. Like, there was maybe one ship in the 9 or 10 systems that there were that had only 2 infestation types. The rest of them were 3 or 4, which made it sort of adventuresome. And I actually had to early on, fuel was at a premium, and I actually wound up probably spending about 30 scrap to buy fuel from outposts so that I could proceed. But eventually I found a system that was all space stations and fuel depots, and it got a lot better after that. But it was a fun one. So, you know, if you don't play the weekly challenges now, thanks to Decavoid's fix, they work, and they don't break stupidly. So, it's worth checking out. It's sort of a nice marriage of daily challenge and campaign mode. It's actually my favorite mode to play, which is why Saturdays in my parts are always a very, very happy day, because that's when the challenge resets. But anyway, okay, we have 200, 330, so 560 starting score, 330 starting drone HP for the second day in a row. We have a lure this time, which maybe a little bit less than ideal. I've sort of been getting used to stealth. And a Muteki A with not very many good things to say about it. It's probably 3 or 4 infestation types. We have no ship upgrades. I also saw LB's video length, and it was only about 5 minutes or so. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So he at least had a very, very short run on this. Not sure which room that's in. I think it probably is an R6, so fine. Yep. Beautiful. Yeah, it's all defense. Okay. Crap. Oh, shit. We missed the slime timer, which is not good. Hopefully we didn't get slime in here. We did not, so that's fine. Right? Okay, that is not bad for us, because there's a leaper and there's a swarm in there now, so that should be taken out very, very quickly. And then we can vent all the shit out through our 5. Yeah, that's fine. We already checked all that stuff, so... Okay, off we go, Marvin. There's no vent in here, which is also good. And that broken D28 means that Swarm has already destroyed it, I think. So there's swarms wandering around over there. Okay, and that was whatever came out of our 7, so... Just turn that off so I don't murder myself with the powered turret. Ah. That was a sentry that dropped 3. And that should attract the swarm that is still buzzing around between those 2 rooms with the broken doors. Oh, and a leaper came through as well from one of those 2 rooms. Okay. Let's see if we also get a slime spawn, because this is an exceedingly nasty ship, it seems like. And that's entirely unsurprising, but... Assuming that we're not also dealing with a vent up there, I think we should be good. Something is still attacking that, though. And we're losing an unknown airlock. That sucks. Okay. Well. And we aren't going to find it at this point. So, right. is a vent in one of these two rooms. Right, that airlock is lost. There's nothing we can do. Oh my, there's lots of guns, though. Right, and defense is all we're going to get anywhere. That's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, and there's a vent in here as well. That's bullshit. But, right. Everybody's out. We don't need to even deal with this side of the, crap. See if we've got the fourth infestation type. I'm starting to feel, because I've missed a couple of these slime towers already, like that is probably not the case, but still, nasty, nasty. Right, and I think maybe we're going to work the left-hand side of the ship now. We're going to go back to that. Right, and we'll see again if we can maybe lure a 10-minute slime spawn. I don't think it's likely. I'm hearing a swarm. Oh, it's in there. Okay. Hopefully we can catch that slime, or that swarm. Whatever, all of those doors are stuck open at this point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just, Actually, let's do a bunch of things. I don't think we're going to find a scan or a probe. Okay. So that all should be clear. I'm not sure what to make of the dead drone with 2 fully loaded turrets. If I'm honest. Ah, shit. Oh, that's a little bit bullshitty, but it's not the end of the world. We're down to 2 lures, though, which is less than ideal. We still don't know where the last generator is. Oh, we didn't check R13. Well, that's fine. Right, and nothing that we can salvage or tow. Okay. That is our last generator, which we aren't going to need. Oh no, not our last generator. There's 2, neither of which we're going to need. That's weird. Right. Oh, actually, we are going to need the R15 generator to get into D9. Okay. Actually, you know, because we're running low on lures, I think we're going to use the turret instead. So it'll block another door probably, but we should be able to get enough shots in on just about anything. Yes, including the leaper. I figured there was something nasty in there. And R12, R7, and R8. Okay, so those don't actually matter all that much. I mean, we need to be a little bit quick about this, but... yeah, I know. D19, D37... So R12, R8, R7. So that shouldn't blow any doors open that we still need, or contaminate any rooms that we still need. But let's just wait and see. None of those percentage points are actually all that high. But then it turns out the same for everybody. Not the damage done, but which rooms get hit. So for a daily challenge, the percentage chances are kind of meaningless in a lot of ways. Yep. Okay. But I should also go and get the turret. And with 2 lures left but only 1 room, we should be fine, but... we'll see if anything comes out of here. Starting to think it won't. No, it won't. So if it was a sentry, it would already moved. If it was something else, it would have been drawn by the lure. And who knows what the hell was in R18, but... just to make sure, pretty sure that neither of those were towable, but yeah, it's a long-range scanner that we can't take with us. Destroyed reroute power, an empty ship upgrade, yeah. And how did we do here? 16 scrap, 1 prop fuel, and a salvage drone with 2 upgrades. So that is actually not too shabby. And our work here is done. 970 ship scan. It could have been a lot better. I think I got max scrap drop from the sentry, so ship scan is the only thing that's in play as a variable for me. That, and of course whatever the hell was in the room where the airlock broke before I could get it on the power grid. But wow. Okay, that surprises me in some ways. I mean, Deck and I have clearly tied, except that he started with less drone HP. Kobold ran into 130 points of trouble, which probably means losing his Explore drone maybe to a swarm. Disabled, not destroyed, and he managed to salvage it. But that hurts. Looks like that also sort of cut short his exploration. And LB, man, 7:05, 4 minutes on this ship. What happened? I'm gonna have to go and watch that. And a lot of other people had rough days, which frankly doesn't surprise me all that much. This is not a particularly friendly ship. But anyway, ooh. Oh, Jury had a very, very bad day. Fuck, man. You and LB both. What happened? I'm so sorry. Anyway, that is all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to watch other people's runs, I'm certainly going to do some of that. Check the video description, and you'll find daily links to the daily challenge playlists for all the usual suspects. That is all for me for tonight. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.